Okay, boy, oh boy. First of all, let us just check our sound so we don't end up talking to ourselves. And then after that is done, we can dive right into, okay, so notification code, like, let's check our sound before we start dissecting and analyzing. But just sit with me and let's do this. Something is going on. I don't see it. I'm trying to find the live so I can check the sound before we even start. Okay, so sorry guys, with kids, whenever you start doing something, that's when they pop in to interrupt and disturb everything you're doing. But anyways, we're going to get through with this. Like I said, we're going to check our sound first of all before we get into this topic for today. But I'm so sorry I have to do this. My little. Okay, so it sounds great. It sounds great. That's me double checking. Give me a sec. All right, so yes. Bye. Yes. All right, guys. So, like I said, I've checked the sound and I think our sound is doing good. Let me just double check it again just to make sure. Okay. So, that being said, I have my wine here because this is a juicy one that we really need to dissect and go right in. And sorry, we have to dive right in and we need to dissect and analyze. And today, I don't know if I've said it already, but we are here to roast a YouTuber named Nelu Okeke. Okay? If you don't know who she is, type in her name and you're going to find. In fact, let me pull up my sleeve because this is serious roasting. Because come on, I don't even understand what is going on. All right, so quickly, I'm just ooh la la, like this is just ridiculous. Like, how dare you, really? I would just start by saying, Nelu Okeke, how dare you? How dare you? How do you sit down, film a video, thought about title and thumbnail, and the only thing you can come up with is to fake domestic violence? Like how dare you? How dare you? Who are you? How are you thinking? How is your brain working? Do you get? I just can't get this. I'm so sorry. Like my little one is disturbing. I've wanted to do this stream. I've wanted to do this for a very long time now, but I don't know. Trying to get my little one to be quiet. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It's so difficult. Being I don't know how people do it, but anyway, if you have a help, it works. But if you don't, then you're on your own. Anyways, back to what we're discussing. I apologize for the, you know, what's going on, but yeah, if you're a mom or if you're an aunt, an uncle, some, then you understand. But anyway, I was talking about Nelu, and I was like, how dare you? Like, from what part of your brain were you thinking that this was actually okay? That the title and your thumbnail should sound as if something like you were hinting about domestic violence. Nello Okeke is someone I watch. So I saw that video, but I didn't go right in. Immediately I saw it. For me, I knew it was fake. I knew it was clickbait, but I know that a lot of people won't see it that way. And it just crossed my mind. But I was just scrolling, so I was still busy and it wasn't yet time because I try to find time to watch videos on YouTube. So sometimes if I'm just scrolling through. Yeah, so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sometimes I just scroll through and then I know videos that when it's time for me to watch, I know videos that I have to come back and watch. So that's what happened. I was just, breezing through the app and I saw Nelu's video. And the thumbnail that it caught me, and I was like, you know, seeing her with that swollen face. And for me, the first thing, as someone that has actually, someone that suffered from toothache, one, and secondly, someone that, you know, I did pull up one of my last tooth because I was having issues with it, and I had to check, and they were like, no more space for it, so it's better you pull it out, or you're gonna have this problem for the rest of your life. So I ended up pulling it out. The pain is horrible. You don't even want to wish that kind of pain on your enemy. You know, you don't even want to. You don't want to. It's not something you wish on anyone. And you get so swollen after the surgery. You know, after they pull it out and everything. You know, with the injections and everything, if you're going after some hours when you get home, then you're going to feel the pain. Like, it is damn painful. So when I saw that thing, for me, the first thing that came to my mind was either she's suffering from something toothache or something related. So I didn't even click on the video immediately to watch it. But I knew in my brain that a lot of people are going to misunderstand that. And I feel like Nelo Okeke was being very careless, extremely careless. And I'll tell you this. Clickbait is not something that is wrong. If you read through YouTube and their laws and all of that, they also talked about clickbait when they said don't do it too much. And where they tell you not to put your hand, where they tell you not to, you know, or if you click, but let it be at least a little bit related to what you are trying to, you know, talk about. You get. So, but although some people still don't listen to YouTube, they still just clickbait whatever they want to do, and it works for them. So I'm not saying anything is wrong with clickbaiting, but yeah. Hello, Roots. Hello, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Roots Ohams. Thank you for joining. So I feel like Nelo Okeke did not at all think about what she was doing. She did not. Because it gets to a point and you have to know that there are certain things that you shouldn't use as clickbait. You know, for example, like people dying, domestic violence. Because okay, we're going to analyze this from two parts, and you're going to understand. Even if you're watching the replay, leave a comment, whatever you think, like whatever your thoughts are concerning what Nelo Okeke did. Do you think she didn't do anything wrong, or it's not a big deal? Do you think it's a big deal? She shouldn't have even gone there. I feel like for someone like Nelo Okeke that has a whole lot of people that follows her, and she has a lot of people that also sees her as their role model, you know, it almost feels like people are gonna be saying, oh wow, so if Nelo Okeke's husband beats her up, that means it's not that bad if my own husband is beating me up. For people that see her as a role model, and what kind of message are you passing out to people out there? It gets to a point when it shouldn't be all about the views. It gets to a point where it shouldn't be all about the money you're going to make from YouTube. You have to also set your conscience and make sure that, okay, I can sleep well at night. Okay, except you're just a horrible person, then it doesn't matter whatever you do, you're still gonna sleep well at night. But I feel like if you've attained, Nelo Okeke is on her way to 100K. I think she has about 96 point something K followers, okay, 1,000 followers. So she's well on her way to 100K. And Nelo Okeke has a whole lot of fans on this platform. Okay, when you're talking about Nigerian YouTubers, mostly, okay, if you're counting from Port Harcourt, I don't think you're going to count the first 5 without mentioning her name also. It might not necessarily be the numbers. A whole lot of persons might have in Port Harcourt, a whole lot of them might have the numbers. That's when I mean numbers, I mean subscribers, might have the numbers more than her, but she is very popular because she's been involved in a saga that really went wild on the Nigeria YouTube. So everybody, a whole lot of people heard about Nelo Okeke, you know, from that saga, and some people knew her before the saga. But I'm just saying, Nelo Okeke is someone that is well known. So not even thinking through the thumbnail that you want to put out there, it doesn't make any sense. Like you're just on so many levels. You are wrong, Nelu. You are wrong, and I'm telling you to your face. Like I said earlier, if I'm talking about someone, I will always tag them. So whenever I'm reacting to someone's video, I always tag the person, because by chance you might see it, and then you could sit back and really think about it. You get, when you get to a point where you have people that follows you genuinely, you know, we're talking about organic viewers that we're not talking about people that are watching you so you can watch them. Those kind of people will not necessarily tell you if you are doing something wrong. If you're not looking into the camera when you're filming, they're not going to tell you. They're just going, oh, beautiful video, nice video, whatnot. But when you've gotten organic viewers, some of these people are looking at the way you live your life. Some people are like, oh, I want to be like this person. I want to grow up. I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. A whole lot of people have their role models, and their role models is not their parents, neither is someone from their family. Their role models are always people they see in the internet and whatnot. So I feel like if you've reached that level where people will be looking, some people will say, I didn't ask anybody to look up to me. Well, yes, you didn't ask anybody to look up to you, but people are looking up to you. So at least as a human being with a conscience, as a human being that you might be a Christian, a Muslim, a Hindu, or any religion, just as someone that believes in God in general, reconsider when you're doing certain things. We know that the street is very hot, okay? The views are not coming, and the desperation coming with some of the big YouTubers with this clickbaity thing, it is a hot mess. You guys, get over yourself. It is a hot mess. Some people are insinuating that somebody died that didn't die. You hear things like 5 Nollywood actors that died, but you just left from Instagram and you saw these people, these particular names on Instagram. They just posted something on their wall on Instagram, and you were busy commenting there just before you went to YouTube, only for you to see a thumbnail saying these persons are dead, and you're like, are you kidding me? Didn't I just? And you're going crazy. Maybe it's an actor or an actress that you truly, truly love. It is ridiculous. Nobody is saying clickbait is not okay, but Nelo coming up with that particular one was just a hot mess. You were wrong on all levels. You were wrong. We're not going to sugarcoat it because that's not what it is. You were wrong on all levels. You insinuate, look what he did. Oh, I can't believe he did this. Somewhere around that. That's how she titled it. And you can see a swelling face and the word he. The first person we're going to think, we're not going to think that Nelo Keke's father beat her up at this age. I think Nelo Keke is about 30 years old. She's either 30 or 31 years old. I think so. So the first thing that's coming to people's mind is not Nelo Keke's dad beat her because maybe she went out and she's a married woman, for Christ's sake. So we're not going to think that it was her dad. If she was still single, younger, living with her parents, then we could think that, okay, maybe let's say she went out, came back late, the parents don't like that, the dad beat her up. We could understand that. I can't believe he did this. But the first person that's coming to our mind is your husband, for crying out loud. Okay? Go. Yeah, go. Sorry, guys, and pardon my voice because I'm on the weather. It's kind of cold over here. So the first person that comes to mind is Nelo Keke's husband, right? With a swollen face, you're thinking, oh, they fought. He hit her, and now she got this. And you have to understand that there are people that don't watch videos from the beginning to the end. Some people just bank on your title and your thumbnail, and they start dragging you or praising you. Whatever the case might be, you get. So we cannot even say that people are going to watch the video and they're going to finally realize that it was actually a toothache. That's why people are going to watch the video and they're going to realize. All right, so sorry for that break. Little ones, they will always interrupt whenever you sit down to film. Okay, so that being said, like I was saying, everybody's mind is gonna go to your husband. And is that a game you want to play? Is that a game? Because let's talk about those people that don't even watch video before judging. Let's talk about those people that don't watch video. They don't even click before they start carrying stories around. They're not going to know that you were talking about toothache or something else. They're going to think that absolutely he hit you. And for those that look up to you as their role model, they feel like, okay, if Nelo Keke's husband can hit her and she still takes it and she's still married to him and she's still in the home, then it's not that bad. I should also tolerate mine. Not knowing that nothing like that happens in your home. Just because the person didn't watch the video, but because the person loves you so much and sees you as a role model, sees you as someone that they want to copy the person's lifestyle, that's what they want to do. That's what they're going to roll with. Then if I'm moving up to haters gonna be like, okay, yeah, which, someone that talks a lot and all of that, so we can understand. They're gonna roll with that story also. So when you do certain things, you have to just rethink. You get to a level where you have to actually completely analyze every step and everything you are doing. Don't just come out and caption something just because the street is more difficult now. You used to get maybe thousands and thousands of views before, but now it's in the hundreds, for example. So for that reason, you don't see any reason why you should keep calm. So you just want to clickbait to the highest level. Clickbait, but not with certain sensitive topics, titles, putting sensitive stuffs, because insinuating a DV, it's not funny. It's not funny. And I guess that's the reason why she later changed her title to a more normal one. But I guess she just wanted to drag the attention, bring more people for that first few hours, at least first 1 hour, first 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes, first 2 minutes, 3 minutes of posting the video, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 50 minutes. She wanted to bring that a lot of people, to get that traction to the channel, and so she can get her click-through rate and all of that is going to be up, and it's good for the channel. YouTube will see that, yes, this person is doing something right, so they should push her video more. We understand as content creators coming from that angle. But what about those people that watches you that they're not content creators and they don't understand anything about content creating? Or even if they are creating content, different apps and different settings and different everything. Like example, Facebook, the way Facebook do that is not the way YouTube do their thing. The way TikTok do that is not the way Facebook do their thing. Twitter and the rest of the apps that are out there. So you have to be extremely careful when you are captioning your videos. Just don't throw up anything out there as a thumbnail just because you feel, well, it is what it is anyway. No, it is not what it is. You get to a level where you have the numbers, you have people that genuinely follow you and people that look up to you. And pulling stunts like this, no. Let it not be like this is something you support. Let it not be that way. And because people don't watch video, we cannot say, hey, so why didn't they watch? That is no longer my problem. You know that there are people like that will just jump into conclusion even without hearing your own side of the story. So coming up with that, I think it was just a hot mess and it was totally wrong. And I think at a point she too realized that, no, I shouldn't do this. Because girl, you don't want to start something that you cannot finish. You have to be extremely careful. You do not want to start something that you cannot finish. You don't want people to look at him that way if he's not that kind of person. You don't even want to bring him out here like that. Jiget, you chose to be a content creator. He didn't. So, to the best you can is to just keep him off what you are doing. Because if you will put him out here just like that, and people will start dragging him and start saying, you're not going to like it, girl. You are not going to like it. So it's not a good move. That wasn't a smart move. That was ridiculous, in my opinion. It was ridiculous. I was just thinking, I was like, did I just see a video on Instagram of a man beating up his wife in public in Port Harcourt? And Nelo Keke is also a Port Harcourt YouTuber. So coming up with that thumbnail, you can kind of see why it's kind of crazy that someone will even think of that, because it is not funny, girl. People are out here preaching and trying to get people that are in listen, you saw what happened to the gospel singer, what's her name, Osinachi, I think. Then IVD, or the recent one that just happened, that the lady got burnt on the house, that we don't know, there's no official statement yet. Some people are saying the man did it, some people are saying the lady did. But at the end of the day, it was DV, just domestic violence. So it's not something you can just throw on the title if what you're going to talk about awareness or you're doing something else, but just don't put it out there just because, oh yeah, it's time to trend and so on and so forth. Let's not do that. But that being said, we've been talking for 20 minutes now, and I try to keep this as short as possible so people can watch the replay also. That being said, I also want to leave this comment right. I want to leave this question out here. What do you think about clickbait? Is this something you, as a content creator, you want to try? And if you're not a content creator, what do you think about when you go on YouTube to consume content? You know, you see very or so many clickbaity content, and when you click on them, what you see on the title and the thumbnail doesn't even relate to what the person is doing or saying in the video. How like, what's your take? Does that upset you, or do you kind of understand that people are trying to hustle to make the cash and get the view and build their channel and whatnot? And if you are a content creator, is that something you think you want to go into? Is that something you think you want to try once in a while, or more frequent? Or what do you think about clickbait? Or is it something that you don't even want to think about? You don't want to try because you think it is just ridiculous and it's just a hot mess? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, I'm trying to keep this as short and as quick as possible. There's so many stories to talk about. There's so many things, and the time is just not on our side. So we're going to keep this short as possible. But also leave me a comment below. What do you think about Nelu Okeke's content and how she captioned it? She did change it at the end of the day. Maybe after 24 hours or after some hours, she did change the title, and she did, she did change the thumbnail and just had her photo with her swollen face there. But do you think that she putting it and saying, I can't believe he did this, or look what he did, or something like he did this, something like that? What do you think about that? Do you think that it was not a big deal? If that's your thought, leave me a comment and whatnot. So thank you so very much. And to each and every one of you that is going to watch the replay of this, that you weren't able to catch up the live stream, I say thank you so very much. And this is me signing out. We've been talking for 22 minutes. That's a long one. But yeah, thank you so very much for joining me today. Ruth Ohams, I say thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so very much. Yeah, and that will do for now until we come along with something juicy about a celebrity. It could be a content creator, like a reaction like so, or it could be us reacting to a celebrity or telling you something about the news, something that is up, something that is happening that you might not know about. It doesn't matter from what part of the world, but we report news from every part of the world, any country at all. If something is going on that we feel you need to know about, we are most definitely going to come here and talk about it and dissect it and analyze it with you. So thank you so very much for joining me as we dissect, analyze, and roast Nelu Okeke today. Okay, so thank you all so very much. And this is me signing out, and I say, have a lovely day. Bye. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you so very much. Bye. Okay. 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 Okay.